Hello. Welcome. This is probably the least organised I've been for one of these so far. In fact, I was almost late for my own show, even though I was only upstairs because I was watching crap on the telly. Yeah, and it's nice to see that 4 people are watching. Please do comment. I mean, not right immediately unless you have anything to say. But hello, 4 people, because I can't see who you are because I'm doing this through StreamYard. Hence that I'm going to that little logo, so I can't actually see who's watching. Can you see who's watching on Facebook? I don't know. Babbling. So yeah, what should we talk about? Okay, there's something I wanted to say for a while, but I've never found the right time to say it. Now it sounds like I'm gonna, I don't know, omit something or come out. No, it's not. It's nothing like that at all. It's just that I like programs like Glee. Obviously, that's very outdated now, and which I don't know if any of you have watched. And I love barbershop quartets, although they're not so cool. And Sex Education. If you haven't watched that, do watch it. It's absolutely brilliant. But in there's a lot of singing. So there's like Glee Club. And I always thought that sort of thing was cool. And I like to think that I was in a Glee Club at school. But it's not true because I went to a grammar school. And so I wasn't in a Glee Club. No. I was in Madrigal Group, which sounds a bit... I was suddenly muted then for no reason. Is it because this is so boring? Thank you, producer. No, I was in a thing called Madrigal Group, which sounds magical, but it is not. It is unaccompanied singing, and it sounds nice, but it is polyphonic singing from the Renaissance. Could it be less cool? So anyway, that was something I wanted to share. Don't know why. But it makes me think about... oh no, I've lost my train of thought now. Oh, bonjour. French people have joined. Oh, I'm saying that now. There we go. Yes. Hello. I've forgotten what I was going to say then. I was going to talk about cool things and I had it. Oh, yes. Now I do remember. So Madrigals versus Glee and how Madrigals probably aren't cool. Although I did... represent England, if you don't mind, in France, as it happens. But it reminds me of when I was an editor back in the old days. I was an editor of a pet trade magazine, and I was hiring an assistant. And so obviously I was looking at their CVs, and there wasn't much between these 2 candidates. So I looked at in their extra, in their hobbies section, what's in there, and I had the choice of one candidate who was a brown owl. And the other candidate in her spare time did 16th century cross stitch, which is very specific. In the end, I went with the brown owl and she was great. She was a bit bossy, which I was worried about, but I did need that because, you know me, I won't make phone calls and I put things off. So I needed someone to boss me about a bit. So it worked out well. In fact, she took over the magazine later. She didn't push me out. I left. And she took it over. So there you go. That was one thing I wanted to talk about. Another thing I want to talk about is something that happened today in my kitchen. So hopefully my producer realises what I'm about to talk about. It involved an egg holder. Yes, this... Oh, no, I'm not making it, is it? This egg holder. See how I pointed there very professionally in the right way. So you see the liquid there. You might think, that's broken egg yolks, mightn't you? But no, think again, folks, because ruined it then. That is cat pee. I mean, how the cat managed to do it, I assume the cat generally peed on it and it didn't just go into those, like individually filled it up into... Well, no, I've only got 4 cups in me today. Actually, it's quite a lot of cat pee. Yeah, so it's quite impressive. But they say cats are fastidious creatures, don't they? But no, they are not. In fact, my cats shit in the bath quite often. In fact, it's 2 different cats because I've looked at the evidence. Well, it's a shit job, but someone's got to do it. Yeah, they are quite disgusting. Anyway, that was that. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, yes, water. Talking of peeing, so this cat was obviously... I think we think we know which cat it is. It's the oldest cat because he drinks a lot and thus he pees a lot. And his pee is actually not that unpleasant because it's very watery. But he's okay. We've had him checked out. But I've been trying to drink more lately, not so that I can pee in egg holders. I generally just use the toilet like a normal person, but just because I feel I should be more hydrated. But I'm really rubbish at it, so I bought myself a present, and I'm going to show you it. I bought this drinking bottle because I thought that might help me to drink, and it is the hyena of hydration, so it's got an animal on it, so that's good. But also, it's got this written on it. Drink some water, you slag! And it amuses me greatly, and I feel that this will help me. And, you know, perhaps being slightly mean to myself is a way forward. Actually, I decided that 2022 would be the year of being kind to myself, and I started it off by buying a drink some water, you slag. You know, I'm trying. What else do I want to tell you about? Oh, yes. So this is a thing. Some people do it. I didn't realise I did it until it was pointed out to me by my husband. It's a thing called echolalia. And it's when you copy sounds and sometimes phrases and songs, and you just keep, and you don't even realise you're doing it. And I've done it all the time. I just never noticed until 7 years ago. Probably that's the date. No, yes, 7 years ago. I don't know, if the microwave dings, I go ding without even thinking about it. And one of the things I do a lot is I sing an alarm I have on my phone, because I have lots of alarms on my phone because I'll forget things otherwise. So I have an alarm to remind me to do my hormone replacement therapy, and also drug the cat. The drug the cat one's good because I make it read it out because it amuses me, because it goes, Harley drugs, it's 9 o'clock. Because the cat's called Harley. And that's fun when that goes off in a gig, because people are like, what is that? And then my phone's going, Harley drugs, it's 9 o'clock. But what it also does is this tune, which I'm going to share with you now, because maybe it'll get in your head. It goes, and I'm singing that nearly all of the time, and it drives my family insane. And my producer is probably now shaking in her room. I tried singing it in a different style earlier, like a sort of, I don't know if you've watched those sort of, the sort of noir detective programs. Everything's very dark because no one has any light bulbs or torches, and it's all just very dark. And they get songs that you like, and then they play them really slowly and creepily. And I just wondered if that would be better, so I could go do 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 do. But apparently that's just as bad. Sorry, family. But yeah, so I kind of ran out of things I was going to talk about now. Really, where is the worst place? Maybe a bit of audience interaction now. Where is the worst place that your cat has peed? I was going to say answers on a postcard, but I would prefer them in a comment, because otherwise I would just be sitting here waiting, and postcards are quite slow. I mean, I would love a carrier pigeon as well, but I do realise that if we were going to do home pigeons, I would need the pigeon already, and I would have had to have trained it and make sure it knew this was home. And I've just noticed that I do this a lot on here, and you can't tell because it's mostly down here, and it just looks like I'm moving about a bit. But I'm doing it here, and it's T-Rex hands. Or praying mantises. So none of you have got a cat that has ever peed anywhere it shouldn't. Well, bully for you, because our cat's rubbish. They've got 2 trays as well. Okay, I'll ask a different question then. Do you sing your phone alarm? No. Tumbleweed. I should do a tumbleweed overlay. I could just go across. I'm not. That's how homing pigeons work. They go home. So if you're not living in my house and you want to send me a pigeon, you will need to take my pigeon away and let it go with the message. Otherwise it won't work, will it? Because it will just go back to your house. That's how it works, isn't it? 20 cats! Jesus. I'm sure they're all peeing. How would she ever know? Blimey. Ooh. Yeah. On your sewing machine. At the time she was using it, that would be pretty terrible. I mean, these cats, they've peed on beds and things. Like usually when you buy a new mattress, they like to pee on the mattress then. That's just always very helpful. And I did notice the other day, we've got quite a big cushion that I was trying to wash in the washing machine. And I leant it against the washing machine and the dog managed to pee on that. And she's female. So she must have sort of squatted up the wall. But yeah, but I washed it and now it's ruined, so I threw it away. So I could easily have just put it in the bin in the first place, which is where it's obviously destined to go. Instead, I just wasted energy washing it. These are the things. And talking of the little dog, probably none of you are interested, but I'll tell you anyway. Our little dog she was neutered today, and she seemed very sorry for herself, just wandering around. But hopefully she'll be better soon. And we're hoping that she might be a little bit more calm, but I don't hold out that much hope. So yeah. I know, I've got other things I could tell you. I've forgotten all tonight entirely. An exciting thing, if you're near me, so not very exciting for you, Nikita, or you, Della, who's watching as well, or even you, Celine. But anyway, somebody who watches this later might be interested. So my comedy lock-in nights, which are here we are, in which used to be in what now in Faversham, which is now closed, sadly. They're coming back. I went to look at a load of venues last week, and I got carried away. And now they're coming back to 2 venues every month. So on the second Sunday, there will be at the Alex, which is the Alexander Centre in Faversham. And on the third Thursday, they will be at the Queen's Head in Bolton. So that's very exciting. And I've programmed them all for the whole year. So hopefully it works. And also, this is not yet official. Well, it is official. The date is booked. I will be booking a pro comedy night in not that one. No, that's not it. Just outside Faversham. I haven't done an overlay for this. In a hotel called Judd's Folly, and I've just booked a TV headliner who's been on Live at the Apollo. But more about that later. That will be in April. But yes, on Saturday, yes, I will be at the Elito Cafe, which is a chocolate cafe, and I will be performing, and I will be amazing, and you should come. And there are still some tickets available, but surely hardly any at all, because I've promoted this every week for several weeks now. Please come. I think that might be it. I think that's it. Oh no, always forget. Like and subscribe, and share this. And if you're watching this on replay, i.e. not live, please comment #replay. Maybe this is the week someone will do that. Go on, make my day. That sounded a bit aggressive. Just as my forehead, it's very big. Has it always been this big? Was it this big last week? Maybe. Anyway, I'm going to go now. I'll just leave you a message. Drink some water, you slag.